So you are your own God then?
Nope. I am my own person. I am just matter on this earth.
You support the killing of the innocent.
I just want to know why it's all men here.
I don't like clowns.
Rolling, keep rolling.
Let's fill our brain holes with
Lefty.
Bullshit. If you need to have an abortion, you have an abortion.
So you used to be pro-life.
No, I never stood a hard line on it.
Do you agree that all human life is worth protecting?
How about this?
Yeah.
When insurance companies, right, start giving coverage for unborn children, when you can take out a life insurance policy for an unborn child.
You know, grasping at straws.
So,
tell me.
Does the humanity of the child depend on the insurance policy?
It depends on when it's viable.
What about if adults have a
viable.
canceled insurance policy? Does that make them less human?
No, you're twisting what I'm saying.
No, that's what you said.
No. I have always been a good person and a good moral compass without having God in my life, and that makes a difference. I don't have to be afraid of something bigger to do the right thing.
Why?
Are you afraid of him?
So you are your own God then?
Nope. I am my own person. I am just matter on this earth.
You support the killing of the innocent.
I just want to know why it's all men here.
Very good question.
Why is that?
Do you have a problem with the fact that Roe v. Wade was decided by men? Hello, anybody home?
I think I'll just go pick it up myself.
Gee, speechless!
Funny that.
Behold Project Gaslight.
Here in Jersey, Atlantic City.
A lot better. I made a lot more money than I do now.
I know you feel that way, but that's not actually what the record shows. The economy is actually better under Biden. No.
I was sickened by the prop that was Mr. Comparator.
Well, exactly. Comparator, yeah.
Comparator. I was sickened by them using him as a prop, his firefighter jacket, and then they spelled the man's name wrong. And so he said, oh, we're so grateful that the fire department sent this to us. These are local dang on dollars, okay? This is not, Chicago Fire. Angela Bass ain't about to come on. They got their names on the back of the jacket. It's like, who are you fooling? But then they put the name on it and they spelled it wrong. I was just kind of like, if we're gonna do props, let's at least get it right.
I'm trying to organize that chaos in my mind.
What evil is this?
Just gross. The truth is, it wasn't a prop. It was Corey's real uniform, and the moron activists in the media who ran with that angle would have known that if they did even 5 seconds of research, because Corey's former colleagues had displayed his uniform as a tribute well before the Republican National Convention. We'd already seen this image. Those with any interest in the assassination attempt and its victims knew that. Any media reporting on it could have checked that within seconds, but no. In their desperation to slam Trump, they manufactured a story giving little thought to how it would impact a grieving family. Remember how they used to talk about Kamala when they were trying to convince us all that Joe Biden was a wonderful president who had no cognitive decline? Watch the leftist media seek to blame the VP for the Biden administration's many woes here.
There are reports that say that you have the lowest approval rating of any vice president.
Well, there are polls that also say I have great approval ratings.
Swing voters don't like Harris. How big a drag is Kamala Harris on the ticket?
She's a pretty big drag. I think she was arguably
Biden's worst political decision.
They don't like her. There's lots of reasons they don't like her.
Kamala Harris's approval rating is now at 28%, which is an historic low for any modern vice president.
We're hearing it from mainstream media, one outlet after another, one leak after another. That Kamala Harris is the worst vice president ever, the worst politician ever.
It's all fake news.
Fake news.
Yep, that's how they used to talk about her. That was all left-wing media, by the way, in the days when they were boosting Joe Biden. That was their number one priority back then. And now we're told she is a moderate, a centrist, successful, and she's picked as her running mate another moderate, not some mad communist promoting socialism, open borders, and the neo-Marxist group BLM, even as they destroyed his city. And the media campaign for Kamala is rolling along nicely. The Democrats have a big boost in the polls, and we are treated to this sort of brazen propaganda. Remember when Harris stole Trump's tax policy on tips?
Because when I get to office, we are going to not charge taxes on tips, people making tips.
Eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers.
Her turn-ons include thievery and liquor.
Now, not only did most of the media not slam the vice president for that blatant thievery of a Trump policy announced months earlier, but look at how they reported the story in their headlines. Here is CBS when Trump announced that policy. They said the policy would cost the government $250 billion over 10 years, according to a nonpartisan watch group. But this is how CBS reported that same policy after Kamala announced it as her own. Vice President Kamala Harris is rolling out a new policy position saying she'll fight to end taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers. Can you spot the subtle difference there?
That would be hypocrisy.
Did you just want us to give up without trying?
Why are you sitting on your brother's head?
It is a messed up world.